Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Right to the air. Here's Murray. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Wayne here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Browns first down.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Yeah, that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Murray now.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Returnable for Spencer. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Get set. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. John.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT. John.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
11 mighty, 11 mighty, 12, 12, 12.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
He'll take this to the 46. You talk about this Bengals defense.
They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings him to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but he falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass.
12, 12, 12.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Gun, gun. Dad. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Dad.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Let's get set. 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The Bengals at 8-1 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Burrow will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
On play action, it's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here's Murray.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Now a 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
On 2, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Here we go, here we go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of
blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you get momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Burrow looking to pass. He will find his man Chase complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
11 mighty.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Now 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Here we go.
2nd and 7.
11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
11 Mighty. 11 Thomas.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
And the Browns.
First down, Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Murray trying again after the pick 6. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Murray now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Murray with a 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go, here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
12, 12, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. That is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Spencer. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Burrow on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals just continue to roll.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Now Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Browns.
Let's go.
Here's Murray.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
Murray to air it out again. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 55 yards.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air again, Burrow. That is caught, and they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Here we go.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
11. 11.
Burrow going to keep it himself.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Third and goal. Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game.
And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. McPherson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Cleveland.
Murray now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to...
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Bengals are going to take possession as they get it at the 42-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And
closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Let's go.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Here's Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. To throw is Murray. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Murray now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Throwing again, Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. It's Been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored.
And my goodness, another interception. Racing to the end zone. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
McPherson on for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
2nd and 5.
To throw, it's Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
And now here is another interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones.
Here we go, here we go.
You know, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it done today.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
And didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Bengals, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.